back to my channel. My name's Italia, and today I'm going to be going on a road trip, a little California to Vegas road trip. I have gone to Vegas before, like driving there, but I typically go straight there and straight back because I just want to get home or I want to be there already. So today it's a little different for me. I'm gonna go to Elmer's glass tree or glass bottle tree. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, it's like this town in the middle of nowhere, and they have glass bottles that they made little trees out of, and it's there for like an attraction, take pictures, whatever. So I'll go there. Then I'm gonna go to Peggy Sue's Diner. It's like a 50s diner, and get a little bite to eat. And then I'm gonna go to Red Rock Canyon. So all in a day's work. And yeah, I'm very excited. I've never been to any of these places that I've mentioned before, and I've lived in California my whole life. I've gone to Vegas multiple times, so this will be fun. This is interesting. And yeah, I'm very excited to take pictures and just see the sights, see what's around. I'm trying to just stop and smell the roses of life, you know, or in this case, look at glass bottle trees. So yeah, enjoy. I will take you with me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. So I ended up adding that to my list of things I was going to do on my road trip today, because that was not my original plan, but it was only 6 minutes away from Peggy Sue's Diner. So I was like, bet, let's just see what that's about. So I went to Elmer's Bottle Tree Ranch. So that was a cool little place. It's free to get in. You kind of just pull off the side of the road and it's open, it's there. And you walk around, there's like wind chimes, and literally they put bottles everywhere, just like old, like really old stuff that kind of looks abandoned almost, but they kind of made it in a cute way. And then from there, about 30 minutes away was Peggy Sue's Diner. So that's like a 50s diner. Like the waitresses still dressed in the 50s outfits and colors. They still have the 50s theme. They have like a thing of Elvis Presley in there. But what was funny is when I went to the bathroom, they have this like wax figurine thing or mannequin of a guy, like his hand on the wall, and he's trying to use the bathroom in a urinal. And I was like, I almost screamed because it looks so realistic, and I was like, am I in the wrong bathroom? Like, I was freaking out. But no, it was a women's bathroom. They just like put this little mannequin there, and I was like, oh my god, I almost screamed. Anyway, so that's funny. So if you ever go to Peggy Sue's Diner, beware of the mannequin man in the female bathroom taking a piss in a urinal. Like, anyway, so then from there, I saw signs for Calico Ghost Town on the way to Peggy's Diner, and I was like, okay, what's that? So I googled it. It's only 6 minutes away from the diner. So I pulled up. It was $8 to get in. There is no military discount, or military doesn't get in free. I tried. And so $8 to get in. You park. It wasn't like all open, but there were little shops here and there that were open. Like, they also have other activities, like you can do the mine train thing, and then it looks like they have other activities that could be open, like gold mining or whatever, or silver mining, whatever the mining town thing was. But it wasn't open today, so I don't know if it's just not open ever or if it's just not open today. in like the summer, it'll be really busy when everybody's off work and stuff. And then there are just like other little antique shops that had, I didn't know that the Knott's Berry Farm guy, so whoever owns Knott's Berry Farm, he's the one who kind of redid this town. So it's an old mining town, and he kind of built it up, tried to preserve what he could, and now it's like an attraction. So I thought that was really cool. So shout out to the Knott guy for doing that. And yeah, so it was a cool little experience. You know, I wasn't there all day long. I was there for maybe 30 minutes just walking around. And then now I'm on my way to Red Rock Canyon. I have never been, which is kind of crazy because I love hiking. I love going out to little trails. And I've been to Vegas so many times. So I'm just like, why haven't I done this before? Anyway, so I'm on my way there now. And I'm gonna do a short little trail before I then head to Vegas. So yeah, there's still plenty of time left in the day. I'll probably get there around 4 p.m. Do a trail, probably take an hour, hour and a half. So around dinner time, I'll be heading back to Vegas. Perfect. I can get changed to get ready for dinner, and the night shall take us where it takes us. All right, I'll check in later. So I made it to Vegas. This is now the day after, so it's now Saturday. I left yesterday, Friday. Made it to Vegas. My friend had work all day, so now I'm here just kind of exploring by myself, doing a little solo trip. So I started off going to the Vanderbilt Gardens bar thing, and it's really pretty. I do recommend the appetizer that I did have was really good, but give yourself plenty of time to get lost, because I ended up driving here, so I drove to just a self-parking place, and then I thought, oh, it looks like it's just down the street, I can walk. I forget that you can't just walk anywhere here because it's all like hidden, and there's, you know, off streets and alleyways and taxi only places. Like, it's not as walkable as other cities. And then you get to like the hotel that it's in, and then it's like a mile into the casino, you know, like it's not by the entrance or anything like that. It's not Google Maps, or I guess in my case I use Apple Maps, does not put the exact location, so it put me like way out in the front. I still had to walk like half a mile to get to the place, and I'm over here looking dumb, asking everybody, where's this place, where's this place? They're like, it's this way. There's no signs anywhere of this restaurant. I had no idea where I was going, honestly. So I was 30 minutes late to my reservation, but we're gonna, you know, play that one off a bit, which meant that I was in a rush to get to the next place, because I thought, oh, I have an hour. No, I had like 20 minutes at the end of it, because I had to go to the Bodies exhibit in the Luxor. So again, I'm over here like, I'm thinking I can walk to all these places because they're like within a few miles of each other, down the same street, right? Looked on my phone like how far it's gonna walk. It said 45 minutes to walk. I was like, oh my gosh. So I ended up taking my car for nothing because I had to Uber everywhere. So I Ubered there, got a little taxi, and then ended up, I made that on time, let's say. I made that on time, and everything worked out. Got my tickets all ready. It was all fine. The museum was amazing. I highly, highly, highly recommend, if you're into anatomy or like the human body, highly recommend going. And now I am on my way to Casa di Amor. It's an Italian restaurant that was recommended to me. So I'm gonna go try it out. It's off the strip, thank God, because I was just getting annoyed by all of the chaos that the strip has to offer. I don't know if I'm getting old or what, but I'm just off the chaos for real. And I'm in sneakers, I'm in comfortable shoes to walk, but like my feet were still hurting from the night before. It was just a mess. I'm over here limping, walking around everywhere. It's a mess. So I'm driving to a nice sit-down restaurant. Gonna just relax for a bit. I still have until, well, I actually don't have any other plans until later when I go to Benihana for dinner. I've been craving some sushi, so I was like, and I've never been to Benihana's. So if you have been to Benihana's, let me know if it's really good and what dish you guys get there. Anyway, so I'm going there for dinner, and so I have a few hours in between now and then. So, oh well, there's a library. Maybe I'll go there. I don't know. I'm just here exploring the town, waiting for my friends to get off work, and then we'll go see where the night takes us. Because I had never been before. So I went, just had some dinner, and I sat by the bartender, and where all the waitresses come up and get the drinks for the people in the restaurant. And it was such a fun time. I got a special drink made for me because I wanted an espresso martini, but because it was just me and, you know, I was chatting it up with the bartenders all night, they were like, well, how do you like your espresso martini? Which typically they don't ask people that. It's just they give it to you either really dry or however they make it standard, that's what they give. And so I was like, well, I like mine more sweet, you know, but I wasn't expecting any like special ingredients or anything to be added. And he went to the other guy who was trying to flirt with me all night. He told him, oh, she wants an espresso martini. And he comes up to me, and he's like, do you want it my way or the Benihana way? I said, well, what's the difference? I don't know you, you know, like I just met you. And I was like, well, I just want it sweet. So if whatever way is gonna make it sweet, do that. He goes, I got you. I said, run it up then. So then he goes back. I asked him like, okay, so what are you putting in it to make it more sweet, right? And he's like, I can't tell you. It's a secret. And I was like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna get it out of him later. And he like went all the way up there to make it, so I really could not see what he was doing. So he comes, I finished the drink. It was so good, like so good. One of the best espresso martinis I've had, and this is why. So I ended up asking him like, oh, what did you put in it? And he's like, oh, I want you to come back, so I can't tell you. I'm like, boy, I'm going to California. This is it, buddy. Like, you better tell me you're like, that's it. And so he's like, all right. So he tells me, and the ingredient that he added was white chocolate. And I was like, beautiful. I was like, it was so good. And that white chocolate, it really made it so sweet. It was amazing. So yeah, it was a good time. Great chatting up the bartenders. And it was funny just seeing like the waitresses come and bitch and complain to the bartender, and then the bartender would bitch and complain to the waitresses. It was just funny seeing the dynamic. At one point, the managers both came up to me. They're talking to each other. One's leaning across the bar going this way, one's leaning across the bar going that way, and they're just talking to each other. Apparently there was an IT issue, and so they were just talking to each other, and they're looking at me, including me in the conversation, like, man, what are we gonna do? I was like, I have a customer, like, I don't work here. And then I was just about to go home too, and they're like, we'll probably just do it in the morning or when we close or whatever. And yeah, it was really funny. I felt like a part of the behind the scenes of Benihana's. And then so I went back to the hotel. Then a few minutes later, I just kind of freshened up, whatever. A few minutes later, I ended up going to this speakeasy called 745. I had been referred to it by a friend, or recommended by a friend, and I was like, okay. I also saw it on Instagram, so I was like, I really should go to the speakeasy because two sources are telling me to go. So I went to the speakeasy. I had a reservation. I just went by myself. My friends like ditched me, whatever. And so I was like, well, I'm still going to the speakeasy. I don't want to go to no sports bar again. So I went to the speakeasy by myself, and I sit down at the bar again. I'm telling you, those bar seats have stories, let me tell you. And sat down at the bar. It was next to this gentleman, and we just chatted it up for 2.5 hours straight. 2.5 hours. I don't talk to people that long. Like, I don't call my phone. I'm not going to answer because I don't want to sit there and have a conversation for 2.5 hours. I don't talk to people for this long unless it's like one of my girly pops giving me like some tea, or like if it's a bad day or whatever. Like, I'm not chatting up no man for 2.5 hours. Now, before y'all get to thinking what you're thinking, this guy is older, has kids, divorced, and was like my dad's age. So it wasn't like, maybe younger, but it wasn't anything like that, right? We were literally just talking. And what's it called? He's a doctor, and I'm trying to be a doctor. I'm going to med school in August. So that's what we were really talking about, like the doctor stuff. So it wasn't anything crazy. But it was still just nice to have the conversation and laugh and just chit chat, and again talk to the bartenders. Ended up meeting the owner who was doing bartending that night, and turns out she knows my friend that recommended this place to me. So it was a really cool little vibe. They played R&B music, and I highly recommend somebody going if you just want a chill night, like off the strip, nothing. No casinos, nothing crazy, just chill. And that's the place I would go. So 7, you spell out the word 7, and then 45, the number, and then LV, if you want to look up them on Instagram. So yeah, it was a really cool place, really cool experience. And that's how I ended my Las Vegas trip. And then today, I'm just driving back. It's probably going to take 4-ish hours to get back, which is not too bad. I've driven back from Las Vegas, and it took like 5-6 hours, so 4 is not too bad. It's pretty standard. Alright, well, thanks for watching my video, and I hope you enjoy it, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye!